Good evening, folks, and welcome to Lake TV's coverage of live high school basketball. Our Week 2 rendition has us right back here in Versailles, Missouri for a big Tri-County Conference matchup. It's the California Pintos coming in to play the Versailles Tigers. It's your pregame show, still in JV action, probably about 15-20 minutes away from getting our pregame show kicked off. Just wanted to introduce you guys to what's on slate tonight. It's live high school basketball on Lake TV when we return.
At Ameren, Missouri, we believe in the power of light. It makes scary stories less scary, and nighttime adventures more likely to last the night. A bright enough light can illuminate opportunities to affect positive change, neighborhoods that need a helping hand, and the advancements needed to ensure tomorrow is a little cleaner than today. Transforming the future of our community by shining light in every direction. That's energy at work. Ameren, Missouri.
Welcome to Burger's Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burger's Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum-quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burger's Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our four-generation family business has combined time-tested curing traditions with modern meat processing innovations to become the largest specialty cured and smoked meat processor in the nation. Burger's Smokehouse is nestled deep in the rolling Ozark Hills near California, Missouri, just 20 miles north of Eldon on Highway 87. We're just a short drive from anywhere in the lake area. Just follow the road signs to Burger's Smokehouse. You can find our products in grocery stores throughout the lake area. Visit our website at smokehouse.com. Burger's Smokehouse, your trusted provider of cured and smoked meat since 1952.
Get ready to buckle up and get your kicks at Buster's Garage at Minor Mike's. This Route 66 themed roller coaster style indoor go-kart track is sure to take your breath away. You know the name. Now with more family fun for all ages. Everyone is in on the fun at Buster's Garage. Whether you need to ride with mom or dad, or even for you seasoned vets, Buster's Garage is for you. Ask about our birthday packages, group rates, and even private parties. Buster's Garage at Minor Mike's. Way more than just a go-kart track.
Welcome back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school basketball. I'm William Holtz here in beautiful Versailles, Missouri for our Tri-County Conference matchup between the California Pintos, who sit at 8-6 on the year. They're 1-0 in the Tri-County Conference, in Versailles 7-8 on the season. Losers of their last couple of games. However, they won 4 in a row prior to losing to Blair Oaks at Blair Oaks, a game they only lost by 20 points on the road to one of the best teams in the state of Missouri. And then just Tuesday night in this building, one of the best teams in the state, the Southern Boone Eagles, undefeated, sitting atop the Tri-County Conference standings at 12-0 on the season. They lost that game 70-67, a game that saw Kobe Williams score 36. YN Espinosa scored 19. The two combined for 55 of the team's 67 points. When you talk about Versailles and California, both teams, they already saw each other this year in the Tri-County Conference Tournament, a game where a lot of points were scored, 170 to be exact. That game was won by California 90-80, a game that saw Isaac Ash score over 40 points. Wyatt Espinosa, he was close to 30. Of course, Kobe Williams 39 in the game. You have that kind of scoring, you know there were fireworks. However, Versailles, after winners of 4 in a row, including the Stover tournament just a week and a half ago, they've dropped consecutive games. They're going to be hungry to get back on track. I got an opportunity to talk with Versailles head coach Jason Allison just a little bit ago. Now joined by Versailles head coach Jason Allison. Coach, back home here again against a very good California team, and a team that earlier this season really took care of you guys.
Yeah, they showed us how to play basketball earlier this year, but we spent a lot of time talking about what we can do to get better and what we need to do, and kids have been focused since Christmas break, and I think tonight will be a little different story.
Yeah, I certainly expect that. Also talking to their head coach, he knows a much different Versailles team. You guys really caught your stride. I know a couple of losses, but two of the best teams you'll see all year.
Oh, absolutely. Both state-ranked teams in our class, and both really quality programs, and we competed real hard against both of them, so we're pretty pleased with that. We're still trying to get over that hump, but I think tonight's going to be a step in the right direction.
I really feel like this is a huge game for both teams, really not a turning point because you guys are in a good place, but this could set the tone for the rest of your season. Talk about that.
Oh, no doubt. This is, possibly for third place in the conference. And so we're going to treat it that way and come out and play. And not to mention, we're 25 miles away. These guys know each other, and there's going to be a little bit of competition going on between the guys.
Hey, Coach, good luck tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Versailles head coach Jason Allison. So obviously, Coach Allison, he knows that California took care of business in the first matchup when these teams saw each other earlier this year. But like he said, although they've dropped consecutive games, it's been to two of the best teams we'll see all year. Feel like tonight, if Versailles can find a way to get on California early and find a way to get a W, that could really be the turning point in this Tigers season. However, you look at California at 8-6, they're sitting right in the thick of things in the Tri-County Conference at third place. You look underneath California at 8-6, it's really bunched up. You got Eldon, you got Versailles, you got Hallsville, and then at the very bottom you got Boonville and Osage. A lot to still be determined for California. They win tonight, they're really in control of their destiny the rest of the way at 9-6. However, if the pesky Versailles Tigers can find a way to beat Coach Ron LaBelle's team in his second year, like I said, it could be a turning point. Speaking of California, second-year head coach Ron LaBelle, last year 9-14 in its first season. They really started to catch their stride late in the year, and he feels like his team is starting to play their best basketball of the year. I got to talk with Coach LaBelle just a little bit ago. Now joined by Pinto head coach Ron LaBelle. Now, Coach, coming in here to Versailles, I know you already played them this year, but a much different team than you saw earlier this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they went a little deeper in football, so I don't know if they quite were ready to play in the basketball mode. So we know they're going to come in and give us a tough game tonight, and we just hope to stick around and keep it close and have a chance at the end. So we're just going to come in and play hard. Should be a fun game up and down the floor. So, yeah, we're excited about the game. It's a conference game, and hopefully that we can give them a good game and have fun with it.
Yeah, I tell you, look at the conference standings. You guys in a good place right now, but underneath you very jumbled up. This one's very important, not just for conference, but down the stretch.
Right. Our conference is tough all the way through. So, I mean, especially when you travel to somebody's home in the conference, we have our hands full tonight. They got a couple nice little guards. So, like I said, it's going to be a tough game. Conference is tough every night. So we just hope to come in here and compete and like I said, and keep it close. So.
That's Pinto head coach Ron LaBelle. Coach, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for covering.
Yeah, you heard Coach LaBelle talking about Versailles, their two-star players. Of course, talking about Kobe Williams averaging 26.1 points per game this season. Last time, as I said earlier, he dropped 39 against Coach LaBelle's team, so he wants to find a way to slow him down. Another young man, Wyatt Espinosa, the senior counterpart for Kobe Williams. He comes in averaging 20.1 points a game, and he sits at 950 career points, just 50 away from 1,000, although we don't expect him to hit 1,000 in tonight's game. I've seen crazier things. However, Versailles has two guys that score a lot. After that, the scoring drops off, and you have a lot of solid role players. California, they have three players in double figures, including their leader, Lucas Ash, a kid that dropped 41 points the first time these two teams met. He's hungry, he's ready to play, and he feels like they can get on this Versailles team early tonight. So the foundation has been laid, the stage has been set. It's Tri-County Conference high school basketball live on Lake TV when we return.
Lake of the Ozarks is not only beautiful, but it's the #1 recreational lake in the country. Did you know that the Lake of the Ozarks has a local TV station dedicated to the lake and nothing but the lake? Lake TV is dedicated to showcasing and promoting the Lake of the Ozarks lifestyle, events, businesses, attractions, and incredible people across the entire Midwest. Turn on Lake TV and watch the shootout and lake race live, along with local event documentaries such as Aquapalooza, boat shows, and other local content and event features. Lake TV is also home to live high school football every Friday during football season and features the lake's only local TV newscast. If it's happening at the Lake of the Ozarks, chances are you can catch it on Lake TV. Find us on Charter Channel 197, Como Connect Channel 90, on our Roku channel, or streaming 24/7 at mylaketv.com. Check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. It's time to experience the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks like never before, only on Lake TV.
Something new here at Versailles. The lights are off, the spotlight's on, and it's time to meet the Tigers. All right, so obviously Versailles comes in under the direction of third-year head coach Jason Allison, the Missouri Basketball Coaches District Coach of the Year 2 seasons ago. Of course, they fell a season ago to eventual state champions. And as we talked about, Ron LaBelle coming in under his second year leading the Pintos. And he has his team playing very good basketball. And I'll tell you what, tonight's game should be a barn burner. It's officially time for tip. California, they win it. In the corner in California now as Versailles comes out in a 2-3. California looking to swing it. Guys are inside, dishes it off, and that's Pickering. Finishes, good start for California, and the Pintos, they'll press. Let's see how Coach Allison's squad can handle the pressure applied from California. Zolecki now under pressure, that ball's loose. Able to find Espinosa who jumps out. How about Morrison from 3, and he'll bang that home, much to the array of the Versailles crowd. They love that 3-2 out of the gate. Both teams hit their first field goal. Ash into the front court. He has Porter from the corner. No good, but Pickering with the board and able to haul it in. Ball goes back to Versailles. Nathan Pickering, of course, the younger brother of former California Pinto, 3-time state champion shot putter Audrey Pickering, who's at Western Michigan as a full ride scholar athlete. She lettered as a freshman, and I understand is listening to tonight's broadcast from Western Michigan. So Audrey, keep up the good work. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm sure you're rooting on your brother and the rest of the Pintos. So Versailles now back to press break as Zolecki gets it across the timeline into the lane, and he is gonna get whistled for a travel. So Versailles turns the ball over, goes back over to the Pintos with 7:01 left here in our opening quarter of play. California gets it into the front court now. Pickering over to Ash. Ash thought about 3, then puts it on the deck into the corner. Inside now, Pickering. Gonna be trapped, and that is gonna be a foul called. No, actually it's not. Not sure what the call was. Not sure the call. Turnover from California. Versailles has it back. Here's Williams trying to beat the pressure. Very nearly traveled. Gets it back to Espinosa, who finds Morrison. Good job handling Williams now in the corner. Zolecki gets it back up to Espinosa. Ball fake up off the glass, and that's good. He's so smooth with the basketball, able to show enough body control to get the defender in the air. Wyatt Espinosa having an unbelievable senior campaign for Jason Allison's squad. In the corner now, Ash will look at it. Geyser rather, and Geyser hits. We're tied at 5. Trey Porter into the corner. Geyser who did the rest. And it's a turnover as the pressure from California. Geyser into the lane, up and no good. Espinosa with the rebound, and he'll get past Pickering, and here come the Tigers. Espinosa over to Williams. He'll try his first field goal attempt. No good from 3. Nathan Pickering the rebound, and here come the Pintos. So after both teams hit their opening shot out of the gate, draw cold here. Nice rebound. That's big number 44, Tristan, has his first field goal with an offensive rebound in California now. Little 5-0 run. Zolecki up off the board and one. Oh, man. Not sure. That is a very questionable call. Of course, I did see Tristan Hess was there. Looked to initiate contact himself. Zolecki going to get a call for the offensive foul, in California with the 5-0 run in the basketball lead, 7-5, 5:20 left in the opening quarter. Geyser back over to Porter. Porter has Ash. Ash now back over to Geyser. Geyser inside, straight up, Pickering now, and he's going to be fouled. Nice feed from Tristan Hess, and so far, Coach Ron LaBelle's squad sharing the basketball and breaking down the zone defense that Versailles is trying to show works very well. As Coach Jason Ollison for the Tigers now visits with an official, as Nathan Pickering steps to the line for his first free throw attempt and rattles in and out. So score remains 7-5, and both teams come out of the gate firing here. Second attempt from Pickering is good. 8-5 now, California. Randall now holds. Espinosa will try a three. Rattles in, rattles out. Morrison now gets fouled after the offense of rebound, and Braden Morrison, the senior, offensive rebound, gets an opportunity from the charity stripe. Good atmosphere here in Versailles, where the band and the student section very, very loud here. California, about 25 miles down the road. They brought a slew of fans as well, as Morrison's first free throw up and good, and with 4:55 remaining, Versailles trails California 8-6. Morrison misses the second, and Randall looked to have an offensive board, but Lucas Ash there with the rebound. Gets past the defense. That one's swatted out of bounds against California. Oh no, they're gonna call it out against Versailles on the swat. No, they're not. Very confused by the officials' signals. Espinosa now beats the press all the way to the lane. And that is the second time tonight that big number 44, Tristan Hess, has stood there, waited for the Versailles player, and got the charge call. Kudos to big number 44 for having the gumption to stand his ground, although both of the two charge calls might be questionable. And now a little dose of your own medicine. Tristan Hess, as he gets called for the offensive foul. And interesting, we've seen 3 charges in the first 3.5 minutes of tonight's game. I'm not sure I've seen a team at high school level that takes more charges than I see this Versailles team. And California so far, they're out in front in the charge count, 2-1. Williams now into the corner. How about Quinn Randall from 3? He's off the mark. Morrison, his second offensive rebound of the night, and big Isaac Ash with the offensive board, and here comes Ash. Up, swatted from behind. May have got away with a foul than Morrison. Zolecki gets it over to Espinosa. Into the corner for Morrison. Skid pass crossed the way. Randall now. Zolecki ball fake. The lane up off the glass. No good. Morrison going to be whistled for the foul, and Hayden Hellering with the rebound. And I'll tell you what, this game is moving very, very fast thus far. Braden Morrison been in on a lot of plays thus far. Gets called for the foul. Three off the mark, rebounded by Espinosa, and he got fouled. And number 5, Trevor Porter, looks the official and goes, "Me?" I think he was surprised by the call, and maybe he had reason. So 8-6 California now, scoring slowed down just a bit. Quinn Randall, ball fake, now a reset, gets it over to Williams. Zolecki back to Williams, into the corner for Espinosa, ball fake. He'll now drive, get into the paint, kick out. How about Williams for three? No, Randall with the rebound in the paint. Up, kicks it back out. Resets Espinosa now. And they're gonna call Versailles for 3 seconds in the lane. And that call might have been a little delayed because Versailles could have got called for 3 seconds here just a minute ago. So 3:15 left here in the first quarter to play as Versailles now shows some pressure. We'll see, and it's gonna work wonders as an errant pass goes right in the hands of Quinn Randall. He drives off a California player on the kick. And with 3:04, Versailles resets and will inbound here on the near sideline. Checking into the game for the Tigers, Shea Leach and also Dylan Spicer checks in. Zolecki and Morrison gonna get a rest for Versailles. Espinosa now. Dribbles out of trouble, finds Williams. Williams back to Espinosa. Espinosa from three, off the mark, gets his own rebound, goes up and able to put it in. Wyatt Espinosa, as cool as the other side of the pillow. Now for California, no problem beating that press. Into the hands of Isaac Ash, off the mark. Spicer pulls it down, and here come the Tigers. We're knotted at 8. Williams in, nice hands right there by Porter. Now on the deck, gonna be a jump ball. It'll remain with California. So Morrison checks back in. Quinn Randall gets a rest. Very impressed with California's pressure and also their ability to handle the little bit of pressure Versailles has tried to apply. Porter now back to Geyser. Geyser gonna try a triple, no good. Williams comes in, he got fouled, no good. Porter off the mark, rebounded by Espinosa. Slows down a little bit, still 8-8. Williams now (3-2) defense working well here as Coach Ron LaBelle's team. Zone defense really making Versailles uncomfortable. Espinosa tries another in and out. He's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc thus far. Rebound by Geyser. He gets it back from Porter. He'll try another triple. This time he's good. Jordan Geyser, his second tray of the evening, and Porter with the assist. Turnover there. Geyser with the steal. Little hesitation into the lane. Geyser up and scores very well. May have been fouled as well, and California their largest lead of the evening here at 13-8. Espinosa into the front court. Tries to elude the pressure inside. Spicer now. Nice job, up no good, off California, stays right here. Extra pass from Spicer to Leach. Probably would have scored, and Espinosa gonna get a break. He struggled so far from the field. 0 for 3 from outside, and he's missed a couple of short ones, but still playing hard now. Williams inside, gets away with a push off. Nice job battling. Offensive rebound, no. Up, Williams now in the lane, goes up and scores it. How about the assist from Spicer? So 10-13, California leads by 3. Skip pass, Zolecki gets a hand. Looked like California may have deflected it. Well, that was Coach Jason Hollison's thinking anyway, but California maintains possession here, 51 seconds to play. Here's Geyser, he's already nailed 2. Versailles better recognize a shooter. Back over to Porter, he'll try a triple, comes up short, and Versailles comes down with it. Williams now back into the front court, he dribbles, looks to his left in the corner. Morrison from 3, no good, and Versailles just couldn't hit a broadside of a barn, standing in a wide open field. Now Porter, good move, didn't finish. Ball's on the floor, and Zolecki comes away with it. Here's Williams, he'll pull up from 3. Off, in there Zolecki off a California player, and Versailles maintains possession. Trevor Porter, he's been picked on tonight, looked like he got pushed out of bounds. No foul call, little frustration. Good job of the young man keeping his head. The senior Porter comes in having a solid senior campaign for Coach LaBelle's squad. His team leads by 3 with 7 seconds to go. Zolecki now. Morrison for three. Off the mark, and Versailles and able to hit. They missed at least 7 3-pointers in that first quarter. California 13, Versailles 10. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Once upon a time, it was just me, Marge, and the internet.
But then came Manny and Marky, Margaret, Midge, Marcy.
Marcy, then Midge.
Oh, yes. And then Mikey, Miley, and finally, little Marie.
That's when we noticed things started to slow down.
You mean the internet?
Yeah, the internet started to slow down because we were all connecting devices.
I'm pregnant.
We need a faster internet.
Get up to 1 gig internet from Como Connect. Enough bandwidth to power all your family's devices. It doesn't get any better.
Back here on Lake TV for our high school game of the week here in California. They very impressive in the first quarter. Versailles, a lot of chances. I'd say they were probably, I don't have official stats, don't have a statistician here tonight. I'd guess about 1 for 8, 1 for 9 from range. And that's a lot of 3-pointers missed. And fortunate to only be down 13-10. California applying the pressure and playing very hard here as we're set to start this second quarter of play. Versailles will have possession as we start the second quarter, and I'll tell you what, the scoring started early but then really slowed down. For Versailles, Espinosa had 4, Morrison had 4, and Kobe Williams limited to 2 points. Randall now in the corner, goes baseline, still in bounce, in and out of the hands. Nice job by the Pintos, good pass. Pickering fouled from behind. Espinosa, the rebound on the other side for California. Big number 44, Tristan Hess, just doesn't miss a beat. He'll step to the line, Will Pickering. First free throw up and good. Leading scorer for California in the first quarter, number 24, Jordan Geyser, the senior. He comes in averaging 11.3 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. Now is rebound by Morrison, the turnover, the steal, and that's Isaac Ash who puts it back. California opening up their biggest lead here in the first half. They lead by 6. Zolecki now splits the defense, back out to Espinosa, over to Williams, who will drive in and off the glass every time for young Williams. That's just too easy, and he loves to fall in love with those perimeter shots, but I wish we'd see him drive the basketball more. Geyser off the mark here. Espinosa now has Versailles an opportunity to cut it back to a 2-point game. Geyser, a really nice looking shot on the other end. Espinosa now gets it back over to Zolecki. Zolecki now holds top of the key. Now holds, he's gonna kick it back over to Espinosa. Drives into the lane, over in the corner. Looking for Morrison, skip pass over to Randall. And Williams now, and he's gonna be fouled on the shot. He's gonna have 2, so at the 6:42 mark, Kobe Williams an opportunity to score a couple with the clock stopped. And at this point in time, Versailles only seen 3 players score. Of course, it's early. Williams, Morrison, and Espinosa all having 4 now. Williams has 5, the lead now 3. Back into the game, Hayden Hellering here for the Pintos, the senior center, giving Coach LaBelle some good minutes down the stretch the last couple of weeks. As Williams hits the second free throw, it's 16-14. As here come the Pintos. Geyser over to Porter, kicks it inside, and foul gonna go on Morrison. That's his second as Tristan Hess draws the foul, and Morrison his second foul early in the second quarter. I'm interested to see if that proves to be costly. Espinosa also has 2 as Hess scores the basketball now. Espinosa in off the glass and good, and every time the Versailles Tigers drive the basketball into the paint, their percentage goes way, way up from scoring. Nice move in and up, nice rebound. and score, and the foul. Hayden Ellering absolutely relentless down low. The offensive rebound, the score, and he'll take the foul. An opportunity for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. California leads 2016 with 6-11 here in the first half. Ellering, the free throw, no good. Morrison, the rebound. That's his fourth here in the early going. Williams now over to Zolecki. Zolecki finds, I'll tell you what, Espinosa is struggling. 0 for 4 outside, and there's off the rim. Nice job by Randall clearing out space. Rebound comes Versailles' way. Espinosa now into the lane, finds Randall. Ball fake and drive. Nice job by Randall getting all the way to the basket and scoring. So 20-18 now, 5:36 left in the first half. Porter now back over to Geyser, and Geyser yet again his third triple of the first half. He has 11 with 5:20 left in the first half, and Versailles with a turnover. California goes to the line on the foul, have a 1-and-1 situation as Isaac Ash steps to the line, and California firing on all cylinders here out of the gate in the second quarter. But a free throw up and no good. Morrison, his fifth rebound. Big break for Versailles. Here's Espinosa into the lane. Jump stop, finds Randall, who finds Williams. And Williams bangs home the triple. Good answer for the Tigers, and unselfish basketball by Quinn Randall. And oh boy, are we accustomed to seeing that. Deflected pass. Nice job, picked up on the baseline. No, they're going to call Versailles for the foul. That could be on Morrison. They're going to call Randall with the foul, and that's going to send Tristan Hess back to the free throw line. 4:57 remaining here in the second quarter. I'll tell you what, loud and rowdy crowd tonight. Very, very involved. And now we've got what appears to be a technical foul on Versailles' bench. I think Coach Allison trying to get an explanation on what the foul call was, and it's going to send Hess to the free throw line for a pair, and then he steps back to the line for the 1-and-1 situation. So the Tigers have to prevent themselves from imploding here, and big Tristan Hess comes through and makes it hurt for Versailles, hits most of the free throws, and now he'll be right back at the line. Well, California, it's Isaac Ash with the 1-and-1 situation. Timeout's been called. We owe you a commercial break. You're watching exclusive coverage of high school basketball on Lake TV.
Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. We're changing lives one lake house at a time. Hi, I'm Annie Falstich, owner-broker of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. If you're looking to buy or sell lakefront property, we have you covered. We live the lake life ourselves, so we understand we're not just selling a home, we're promoting a lifestyle. Our premier lakefront specialists are here to coach you every step of the way. So visit us at lakefrontliving.com to put our experience to work for you.
And we are back. So that was the situation. It was a technical foul called on Versailles head coach Jason Allison, making him pay. Tristan Hess hits both the technical free throws. And so some changes now for Versailles into the game for the first time tonight. Number 32, Ori Bartlett, into the game, and also checking back in Shea Leach, the senior. And so apparently there's another set of free throws being awarded. And California capitalizing on their opportunities. Isaac Ash hits this one, and California opening up a 5-point lead once again. And Ash makes some pay, and California hits all 4 of the technical free throws. And so I'm not sure how that happens, but California doing everything in their power to make sure they capitalize on their opportunity. And they maintain possession, so 27-21, California leads by 6. And Versailles with a 5-second. That's a good answer for the Tigers defense. Gets the Versailles faithful fired up just a bit. Espinosa now, he has Bartlett who puts it on the deck, back over to Espinosa. Gets into the lane, about the 8-footer, a little short. Rebound by Shea Leach, and they're gonna call a jump ball. It goes back to California. So Espinosa, the right idea, gets that 8-foot line, but he is just not shooting the ball with much confidence at this point in time. Here's the pass into the front court now. Ash takes it back over to Geyser. Over to Bondurant, who has Geyser, the leading scorer in the first half, chooses not to pull the trigger. Geyser into the lane, goes up. It's gonna be a block, and I'm not sure about that one. Quinn Randall in position, looked like he took the charge, and if they're gonna call the charge twice down here, I didn't see that one being a blocking foul, but Geyser, hard to argue with what he's been able to do tonight. He's up unbelievably right now. Geyser now misses the free throw. Geyser now once again. This one's true, and it's 28-21, the biggest lead for California. 7 points here. Here's Bartlett now, puts it on the deck in the front court. California looking to trap Espinosa inside. Good pass to Spicer. Ball fake up, no good. That's with the rebound. Here comes Ash the other way, and California looking to open it up here. And this one is Spicer takes the charge, and I'm telling you what, I'm not sure I agree with a single charge call I've seen yet tonight. They're anticipating these calls, and that is horrible. Great job by Spicer to get there, but he threw himself under the already moving offensive player. Man, it's hard to coach up kids when you got officials calling it like this. Gonna be a block on Ash. You punish a kid for a good defense. I mean, on both sides, it's been equally terrible officiating tonight. And I know Misha's struggling right now across the state to keep good officials, but again, another interesting ball game, but at least it's unfair on both sides. That makes it about as fair as it gets. Williams now back into the front court to Espinosa. He has Williams top of the key, back over to Wyatt Espinosa, puts it on the deck. Underneath now, kicks it back over to Williams, and wonderful defense by California. Wyatt Espinosa and Kobe Williams have phased them little. Espinosa draws the foul. Nice job selling it. He hung in the air, and then the foul's going to be called against Tristan Hess. That's his second here, and I'm not exactly sold. Versailles faithful is, but like I said, Espinosa steps to the line. Maybe a couple of free throws could turn his night around. Bangs that one home. Espinosa now with 7. And Kobe Boycourt back into the game for the first time. Ori Bartlett gets a seat. Espinosa still at the line, opportunity to cut it to a 5-point game. Free throw, cash money. 28-23 Versailles, gonna pressure. Jordan Geyser, no problem there. Porter back to Geyser, don't leave him open. Off the mark, Boycourt with the rebound, and here come the Tigers. Espinosa into the lane, coast to coast, unable to hit the rebound. And here come the Pintos the other way. Ball's on the dust. Ash from 3 from Porter, and it's good. The officials missed a foul. California makes Versailles pay. And now an 8-point game. Boycourt the pass from Espinosa. Down to Leach, back to Espinosa. Over to Williams. He's going to have to take over the game. Versailles has an opportunity. Leach battling and hits the scores table, 251. And with 2:51 left, a little altercation here in the corner. California 31 Versailles 23 with 2:50 left in the opening half. What an effort by California. They maintain possession, leading by 8. In the corner, how about Porter from 3? In and out. Ball's on the dirt. It's going to be a jump ball. Versailles takes back over. That was one concern I had with the location of the scores table here, was if there's a loose ball close to the sideline, could a student athlete get hurt? So, well, everything's all right. What effort by Bondurant. Actually looked like it was Trey Porter over here. Good find. Shea Leach from Kobe Williams back to a 6-point game with 2:26. This has been an entertaining first half of basketball on Lake TV, Tri-County Conference matchup. How about Porter just a little shy? And their ball's on the dirt. It's a jump ball. California maintains control. 2:12 left. A lot of action here in the first half of play. Porter inbounds, find his man. Porter from 3, in and out. Leach with the rebound. And here come the Tigers. Garrett Boatwright had a touch, passed it over to Espinosa. Espinosa now to Kobe Boykert, little floater in the lane, up, no good, pulled down by big number Hellering. That's 33. Hayden Hellering into the front court. Here's Jordan Geyser, no one stops ball. He's all the way to the lane, and it's gonna be a push. Now some extracurricular activity over in the corner. Versailles players shaking up in the crowd. Likes what they see, and I'll tell you what, if you want intensity, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a high level intensity in this game so far. Minute 44 left here in the first half, 31-25. And Versailles gonna benefit on the foul call. That's gonna send Shea Leach. So Leach now off the rim. Nice battle by Ash, gets the rebound, and here come the Pintos. Ash comes up short, now battling. Boykert there, back over to Geyser. Minute 30, a lot of action here. Ash for 3 comes up short. Leach another rebound, and here come the Tigers. Williams into the lane, no good. Nice rebound by Porter. Here come the Pintos. No one's back for Versailles. Porter over to Ash off the glass, in California back up by 8, 33-25. Boykert now over to Williams. Inside a minute to play here in the first half. Williams into the lane and able to score. Foul's going to be called on Shea Leach. Hellering will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 as California in the double bonus. And thus far, Williams and Espinosa combined for 17, but California been all over it. They've been able to keep those two out of the score sheet for the most part. I know they've got 17 points, but they've taken a lot of shots, especially Wyatt Espinosa. This Pinto defense has been very, very efficient tonight. Hellering, a rare miss from the line for California. They've done a brilliant job from the line, including capitalizing on all 4 of their technical free throws. In an earlier sequence we had when the Versailles bench got called for a couple of technicals. So Hellering now from the line again. Hits that one in California. Up by 9, their largest lead of the first half. Here comes Espinosa into the front court. California. And Espinosa gonna get called for a push-off. It looked like he did. Wonderful defense by Ash. He's going to get called for a push-off, and Espinosa not happy with it. He better be careful. The official very well could have called him for a technical foul. You're not supposed to show up an official with your body language. Espinosa, his third foul, and Coach Allison, no choice but to sit him. And just like that, Geyser, another triple, his fourth of the first half. He's got 15, he leads all scores. Here comes Williams. Kicks it to Spicer, who steps out of bounds. And California has Versailles out of sorts, and the Pintos up by 12, an opportunity to extend this lead. We're inside 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Geyser, who's had a career half, 15 first half points for the Pintos, holds the basketball top of the key. Spicer defending, taunting, says come on. Boycott pushes Porter. Oh boy, it's getting chippy. 10 seconds to go. Here's Geyser now to his left. Off the dribble in the lane, he's fouled, and he'll shoot two. Ori Bartlett just couldn't resist, and Versailles defends, and then you bail him out. Poor coach Jason Allison's got to be beside himself. Tell you what, California all over these Versailles Tigers. California looks to be a team that may surprise some people. They're playing their best basketball of the season over the last couple weeks, and they have some favorable matchups down the stretch with Hallsville, Boonville, Eldon. Free throw is good, and it's a 14-point game. Williams for three, falls short, and the Pintos in control at half, 39-25 over the Versailles Tigers. We'll take a brief commercial break. We'll be back with a halftime recap on Lake TV after this.
Lake of the Ozarks is not only beautiful, but it's the #1 recreational lake in the country. Did you know that the Lake of the Ozarks has a local TV station dedicated to the lake and nothing but the lake? Lake TV is dedicated to showcasing and promoting the Lake of the Ozarks lifestyle, events, businesses, attractions, and incredible people across the entire Midwest. Turn on Lake TV and watch the shootout and lake race live, along with local event documentaries such as Aquapalooza, boat shows, and other local content and event features. Lake TV is also home to live high school football every Friday during football season and features the lake's only local TV newscast. If it's happening at the Lake of the Ozarks, chances are you can catch it on Lake TV. Find us on Charter Channel 197, Como Connect Channel 90, on our Roku channel, or streaming 24/7 at mylaketv.com. Check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. It's time to experience the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks like never before, only on Lake TV.
Back here, halftime report from Versailles, Missouri, where the California Pintos led the majority of the first half, and they ended the first half on an 8-0 run, playing very, very well. Jordan Geyser. He had 17 points, it looked like, in the first half. That's a career high for the first half for him. He leads all scorers in this game, and what's equally as surprising as you look at Wyatt Espinosa, he's only got 8, and Kobe Williams only 9. Last time these two teams played, both players scored over 30. So it's been a very interesting first half, and California just continues to take advantage of every opportunity they get. Yes, the officiating has been a little questionable, but it's been questionable on both sides. Both teams have some calls to overcome, and California really forcing Versailles to play their style of play. And as we're starting to learn about this California Pinto team under the direction of Ron LaBelle, this is a tough team, and Versailles, they're going to have to get out here, start getting to basics, stop settling for so many shots outside. I counted in the first half, Wyatt Espinosa alone in the first quarter missed 4 3-point shots, continued to force the rock. Nothing against Espinosa. He's an all-state player most likely this year, but when you're not hitting, you got to try things different. We started to see Williams get some success driving the basketball, but California in control of this game, and their kids look like they're a little hungrier, a little more disciplined, and we're about to kick off our third quarter of play, but 14-point deficit for Versailles, and if you're California, keep doing what you're doing. So out of the gate, the Versailles Tigers with possession. Espinosa, he had 3 first-half fouls. He's going to have to play careful. Randall inside, turnover. That's Porter. Rushes back. Nice ball control from Porter. Over to Geyser. Geyser into the lane, up, and that one grabbed by Morrison. Here comes Randall now the other way. All the way, Randall. No foul call. Here comes Versailles. Ash now behind the back. Randall with the steal. Here comes Quinn Randall. Johnny on the spot. Espinosa. He hits his first field goal of the second half, an 11-point game, and that may be what Versailles needed. California still out in front by 11. Here's Porter now. Dribbles left hand back over to Geyser. Geyser pulls the trigger off the mark into the corner. Porter able to stop it, and here's Espinosa with the save. And here come the Tigers as Zolecki picks it up, heads back the other way. Here come Versailles. Backdoor, nice pass, Morrison. Spin move, scores. Versailles, a nice little 5-0 run to start the second half of play here. And here comes Geyser. Back in the front court, he has Porter. Porter now holds, has Geyser in the corner. Entry pass, that's too easy. Able to hit, back out now. Geyser, the extra pass. Porter able to hit it. There's Pickering and a block. Espinosa ahead. And the layup missed, but Williams with the follow. So Versailles now a 7-0 run in California. Forced to call a timeout as Coach Ron LaBelle sees the Tigers come out of the gates firing on all cylinders. It was 6:18 left in the third quarter. It's California 39, Versailles 32. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
Want a dock that will withstand the wakes from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 30 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 30 years.
And we're back here. California has the ball, 6-11, and it's going to be Kobe Williams with a foul, and it's going to be California basketball. That's Williams' second foul in tonight's contest. 6:10 left in the third quarter. Of course, Versailles on the verge of a 7-0 run, and nice quick hands. Braden Morrison knocks it out. Porter, good pass, and that's going to be a travel. Absolutely. Versailles ball, and on a 7-0 run, Versailles must have got some kind of pep talk from Coach Jason Allison in the break. Here's Zolecki, back to Espinosa. Versailles, no problem beating the break this time. Espinosa for three, off the mark. Geyser grabs it, and here come the Pintos. Maybe a little too deep for Espinosa. Here's Ash, he'll pull up from three. No good. Ball pulled down. Pickering, a beautiful rebound back outside. Here's Geyser once again, and he hits another triple. His fifth of the evening. He leads all scorers with 20, and the lead's back to 10. Morrison over to Zolecki. Nice ball fake and drive up off the glass. No good. Geyser the tip. Here comes Ash. Ball's on the dirt. Off Versailles, and nice job by Morrison. Here comes William for Versailles. Off the glass, back to an 8-point game, and oh my goodness. This has been a back and forth affair. Porter now, back to Geyser. You can't leave the hot shooter. Fortunate for him, and that's a bad call. Quinn Randall, a great job getting in position, but that's a really bad call. There's no contact. Over the back is not a foul. Tristan Hess could not get punished for jumping over a kid and getting a rebound. That's not a foul. On the back is a foul, and these officials continue to punish players for playing good basketball. Unfortunate, that's the third foul call, and really only the one time we've seen Tristan Hess actually violate with a foul. Espinosa, the little runner, and that's a beautiful touch on the shot, back to a 6-point game. Here come the Pintos. Porter now. Versailles going to have to find a way to quit leaving Geyser. He leads all scorers with 20 points. Both Espinosa and Williams have 13. Geyser, the entry pass to Hellery. Back out to Porter. How about Geyser again? Little ball fake. Excellent help by Randall. And Morrison going to get called for the foul. That's going to be his fourth I believe. No, just his third. Both Espinosa and Morrison with 3 fouls. Going to have to be careful. Neither one of them can afford. Geyser again. Short, comes in, his own rebound. He traveled with the basketball. The rebound, and I'll tell you, Fortunate goes up, scores it, and one. They've got Morrison once again. That is his 4th foul. And I'll tell you what, Geyser got away with a walk, but his relentless nature inside the ball fake, initiating the contact, the finish. What a ball game. We've still got 4:22 left in the third, and Geyser, 22 points, an opportunity to finish the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. He's true, and California back up by 9. Espinosa now trying to beat the press. Pickering with the pressure through the legs. Espinosa, he's in trouble, and there's going to be a foul called. And now Porter and Espinosa, a little extracurricular activity. Trey Porter called for the foul, but I'm not sure. Again, I mean, California frustrating these Versailles Tigers. Why and Espinosa in general? Espinosa now puts it on the deck, fouled once again. This one's on Pickering. That one's certainly a foul. That's going to be the 15th foul, and that's going to be Pickering's 3rd foul of the evening. So back into the game for the Pintos, that's Trevor Porter. He spells Pickering, who has his 3rd foul, but an excellent ball game thus far by Nathan Pickering, the senior center. That one's off the mark. Ball's on the turf. Good battle for it. Coming away with it is Geyser. And now that's still California ball. Good hustle by Quinn Randall. Nice job by California to avoid any crazy turnovers. At that point in time, 3:52 left in the third, and been an exciting quarter of basketball just halfway through here. Porter now in the corner being defended by Zolecki. Inside Ash, little 15-footer, turnaround from the elbow, he hits, that's pure. And here comes Zolecki. Ball on the deck, Espinosa over to Randall. Ball fake, back over to Espinosa, who holds now. California up by 11. Quinn Randall for 3. Up, off the mark, no good. And look who's in there with the offensive rebound and putback. Kobe Williams comes out of nowhere. It looks like he caught the Pinto defenders napping. Good entry pass, and Espinosa gonna get called for his 4th foul of the night. That's just a situation where, as a senior leader, you have 3 fouls. You've got 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter of play. You can't get away with a reach call. You know what, Wyatt? Maybe you didn't foul, but you can't take that chance. That's your 4th foul, and now you're going to be on the bench for the remaining quarter of play until you get back in. So that's on Espinosa. Here's Ash for 3, and he hits! Back-to-back trays or field goals from Ash. And it's back to a 12-point lead for the Pintos. Zolecki over to Williams. He comes up short, Hellering the rebound. And here comes Geyser. Jordan Geyser having a whale of a ball game. Over to Porter for 3, and he hits. And California back up by 15. Trevor Porter is true, and Jason Ollison calls the timeout with 2:30 left in California. A little 8-0 run after, a little 9-0 run after Versailles was able to cut it to 6. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
At Ameren, Missouri, we believe in the power of light. It makes scary stories less scary, and nighttime adventures more likely to last the night. A bright enough light can illuminate opportunities to affect positive change, neighborhoods that need a helping hand, and the advancements needed to ensure tomorrow is a little cleaner than today. Transforming the future of our community by shining light in every direction. That's energy at work. Ameren, Missouri.
Back here on Lake TV, and it was the Tigers of Versailles who came out of the first half break, starting the second half with an 8-0 run, but California now a little 9-0 run of their own. after Versailles had cut it to 6. Nice deflection, active hands by Porter. This time, Trevor Porter, the younger of the two, and California up by 15. Kobe Williams over to Zolecki, cuts the basketball, able to save it. Shea Leach with a basket and a free throw. I'll tell you what, that was a wonderful save by Versailles Tiger Austin Zolecki, Ori Bartlett, and then the finish from Shea Leach, an opportunity to finish the three-point play here. 2:18 left, and I'll tell you what, Versailles needed that in a bad way, and Leach gets the free throw to rattle home, back to a 12-point game. Here comes California. Porter into the lane, on the deck. And so there's gonna be a timeout awarded with 2:10 left here in the third quarter. We're gonna stay with you. I'll tell you what, these officials have had a frustrating evening, to say the least. Your scoring looks like this. Kobe Williams, 15 points for the Tigers, leading the way. Wyatt Espinosa with 4 fouls. He's on the bench, and that's gonna very well prove costly for this Versailles Tigers team. 3 fouls, still a quarter and a half to go. You have to play smarter. Espinosa got caught reaching, got called for the foul, and he'll sit for a while. As far as this team from California, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if anyone saw this, but Jordan Geyser at this point in time leads all scorers. 2 minutes left in the third. He's got 23 points. And Isaac Ash having an outstanding evening as well. He's got 14. So California now with the ball. It's Porter for 3. Off the mark, Zolecki jumps up, and they're gonna call Trey Porter for the foul. So Versailles, they needed that to get the ball back down 12. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Zolecki now beats the press, goes down, has Williams, who gets into the lane, and Kobe Williams, it's just too easy. I'm not sure why you wouldn't do that every time. He's got 17 now. He's starting to come on, and the Tigers are going to need him in the worst way the last quarter plus of this one. Good ball movement by California. It's Geyser coming off a screen, maintained now over to Porter, who has Ash. Ash now holds. It's Hellering in the lane, and it sure is. Hellering with the charge. And it's going to be Versailles basketball. So with 1:37 left, you wanted a clinic for bad officiating? Well, you tuned into the right place. It is 53-43, California with the lead. Kobe Williams now off a screen, pulls the trigger, in and out, rebound. Nice job by Shea Leach. Ori Bartlett now from Williams in the lane, up off the glass and good, back to 8. 1:22 left for Versailles. Some unbelievable fight, a 7-0 run to answer the 9-0 run that California answered the 8-0 run by Versailles with. They say that's a foul call on Ori Bartlett, sending Geyser to the line. Jordan Geyser will shoot 2. I bet we can't talk about these officials too much more before I get a call from Misha's office in the morning. But I will tell you, young people across the state of Missouri interested in making a decent living, staying active and involved in your local activities, Misha needs good officials. As a matter of fact, Misha needs officials for all sports, starting at the junior high level. Go to Misha online and find out what you have to do to become a Misha official. So one of the 2 free throws good. Here comes Williams in the lane, up, no good, no foul called. Rebounded from behind, that's Pickering. He gets it over to Geyser. Geyser the pass, the 3 off the mark. Rebound by Geyser inside, ball's on the deck. Here's Zolecki, and here come the Tigers. Inside a minute to play. Williams into the lane, and it's gonna be a foul called, and I don't think so. For as many charges as we've seen called tonight, every time we've seen a block, you can assume it's been a charge. But to be fair, it's been bad both ways for California and Versailles fans tuning in and maybe gonna watch this game later replay. you got to be fair and say the officiating has been equally awful all night. Williams hits the free throw, back to an 8-point game. He has 18. 43 seconds left, and buckle up, folks. This fourth quarter promises to be exciting. Kobe Williams, true from the line, back to a 7-point game. Porter now. Holes being defended by Boycourt. Bartlett now going inside. And Pickering goes to spin on Spicer, who flops. This time he didn't fool the official. That's going to put Nathan Pickering. No, that's only the 16th foul. And that's off California. Versailles ball back to a 7-point game. And Versailles an opportunity here. So Shea Leach gonna spell Spicer for the Tigers. Here's Randall to Zolecki. Zolecki reverses it into the front court. Nice job back out to Kobe Williams into the lane. Nice pass to Leach, who's fouled from behind, and I believe so. I think that's gonna be Nathan Pickering's 5th foul of the game. And they're gonna get Geyser, thank goodness. It was Geyser. Pickering has 4, that's Geyser's first. But Shea Leach could help his team in a big way here. The first free throw up and good. And I'll tell you what, Tiger fans, you gotta be impressed what you've seen from the senior Shea Leach in limited minutes. A couple of big baskets. He's made all his free throws. He completed the and one earlier and now hits the first of 2 here. An opportunity to cut it back to a 5-point game. Leach is true from the line, and we've got ourselves a 5-point game. And it is a 1-11 run by the Tigers. Guys are inside. He walked with the basketball. He sure did. It's gonna be Versailles basketball. 9.6 seconds left. Substitutions, Spicer and Boycourt, they'll get spelled offense for defense. Zolecki and Randall check back in, and bounding the basketball is Bartlett and California. And absolutely Porter gonna get whistled for the foul. That's gonna be the 9th team foul. It's gonna be 1 and 1 for Austin Zolecki. And you know, I absolutely feel for both these head coaches in tonight's game. Boycourt realizes I've got shooter. Spicer checks in for Randall. Offense for defense, 8.5 seconds left. Austin Zolecki an opportunity here. The junior doesn't hit the first one. Spicer comes in and cleans it up off the glass. What a job by Dylan Spicer. It's back to a 3-point game. Geyser from way deep, no good, and Versailles outscores California big time in the quarter after entering this third quarter as a 14-point or 15-point game. It's now 54 California, 51 Versailles. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching exclusive coverage of Lake Area High School football on LakeTV. We'll be right back after this.
Get ready to buckle up and get your kicks at Buster's Garage at Minor Mike's. This Route 66 themed roller coaster style indoor go-kart track is sure to take your breath away. You know the name. Now with more family fun for all ages. Everyone is in on the fun at Buster's Garage. Whether you need to ride with mom or dad, or even for you seasoned vets, Buster's Garage is for you. Ask about our birthday packages, group rates, and even private parties. Buster's Garage at Minor Mike's. Way more than just a go-kart track.
And we are back, folks, here on LakeTV with just 1 quarter to play. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at Burger's Smokehouse, Ozark Barge and Dock, Ameren, Missouri, Chances Are, and Veracruz, as California throws that in, and that's going to be a turnover to start the fourth quarter. Versailles on an 11-1 run. And they have the basketball. What an outstanding night for basketball Lake area viewers. Regardless of which side of tonight's game your heart belongs to, it's been an outstanding game. Bartlett now finds Randall. Little pump fake, Randall into the lane. Pump fake up and able to get it to hit. Wonderful body control. And I'll tell you what, Quinn Randall continues to impress every time I see him defend, move without the basketball, or obviously with the basketball on the offensive end. He's an all-around great role player. And I'll tell you what, I'd love to have a couple of him. As a basketball coach, you love kids like Quinn Randall. First free throw. No good. Ori Bartlett gonna be spelled for Austin Zolecki. 7:40 left in tonight's ball game. And Randall hits the second, so it's back to 2. 54-52, 7:40 left in the game. Jordan Geyser over to Porter. Ash for 3. Short, off the mark, off. I think Ash got away with one. That official didn't convince anyone, including himself, that he knew who that ball belonged to. Here's Geyser now, great entry pass. Off the glass, no good. Pickering in the lane, no good. Offensive rebound. Hess goes to the line, shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. Wonderful clutch on the free throw, and Hess. Big time game last time these two teams played. Hits that one. 7:23 left. Second rattles home. Spicer to inbound. The pressure's there. Randall over to Boycourt, and he will let the offense set up as Kobe Williams holds Tigers up by, or down by 4. California applies the pressure, clinging to a 4-point advantage. Austin Zolecki now. A lot of dribbling. Here's Kobe Williams off the dribble. No good. Geyser with the rebound. Spicer tries to get cute, got away with a foul. Here's Geyser. Wonderful pass. Up and good, and a wonderful feed. Hess with the finish. Geyser got away with a foul, and no, he didn't. So a wonderful pass by Geyser. Hess has 10. Geyser his third foul, but he's up to 24 points. Handful of assists, a wonderful feed, and he is at a great game. Versailles, 11 points. Left at the charity stripe. Last time we had him, Zolecki true here. 58-53, 6:49 remaining. Spicer and Boycourt will be spelled once again. Leach and Randall back into the game. Zolecki rattles it home, and it's a 4-point game. 6:45 remaining. Ooh, dangerously close. Porter now to Ash. Wonderful control by Ash. Great help by Leach. That's too easy. Hess gets lost in translation, and California back up by 6. Kobe Williams now. A little too much juice. Guess who's there? Jordan Geyser. Finds his man. He's got Isaac Ash. Ash from about 12 foot, and that's true. Back up to 8. Morrison now has Zolecki. Versailles needs a basket in the worst way. Quinn Randall has Leach wide open. Great pass from Randall. Back to a 6-point game. The Tigers needed a basket and got just that. Here come the Pintos, led by Jordan Geyser. Zolecki tries to deny. Porter with it though. Ash inside. He'll pull up for about 12. Little short Williams now. The rebound, and here he goes. Good feed. Over to his man. Shea Leach, no good. Zolecki up. He'll draw foul. Nathan Pickering, that's going to be his 5th foul of the game. He's going to foul out, and not sure I like the call there. That's going to put Zolecki to the line, and that is a big-time call as Nathan Pickering's evening comes to a close with 5:39 left in tonight's ball game, and that is going to be very huge for California. Hayden Hellering checks into the game for Pickering, and Nathan Pickering, an outstanding game tonight, gets called for his 5th foul. Zolecki to the line, and with 5:39, it's a 6-point game. Zolecki hits the first of 2. It's a 5-point game. Goes without saying, all these free throws down the stretch are obviously huge, but you get into this inside 5-minute time when it's a really, really close game, every free throw counts. And Hess now a little hot. Nice job handling it by Geyser. Versailles pressures. Zolecki with the steal. Up, Zolecki, no good. Ash pulls it down, and he's into the front court. And that is certainly got to be a charge, I thought. Called a block. This is by far the worst officiating game I have ever seen in my life. For both sides. Both coaches should be absolutely livid. You can't coach kids about basketball when the officials don't officiate basketball. This is unbelievable. Lucas Ash, a big free throw, rattles it home. Porter now being spelled by Porter. Trey Porter, spelled for Trevor Porter, the senior. Gets a quick rest, he'll be right back in. They go offense for defense. Isaac Ash hits the second. 7-point game. Williams now. Espinosa back in with 4 fouls. He's been out for a while. Here's Zolecki. Over to Quinn Randall for 3. Splashes it home. It's a 4-point game. How about this game, folks? Tri-County Conference basketball at its finest. Ash, the little pull-up, no good. Espinosa, and the Tigers have numbers. Williams, and it's blocked. And off of Williams. And it's Jordan Geyser who gets the block. This is bad, folks. This is bad. I can absolutely not believe what I have seen. Big time finish for Hess. Back up to 6. Here comes Espinosa. Here's the left hand to Zolecki. Back to Espinosa. Back over to Kobe Williams. He's not shy, and he's going to get fouled on the 3. The foul is called on Trevor Porter, and I also don't think that was a foul. This has got to be the worst officiating ball game Lake TV's ever had, and we've had some bad ones. Williams misses the first of 3. It is a 6-point game with 4:32 left. Versailles needs these ones in the worst way. Williams hits the second, 66-61. 4:32 left. Kobe Williams hits the third. 4-point game. Versailles applies the pressure. No problem for Geyser. He has Ash. And he gets the fortunate shooter's roll. And it's back up to a 7-point game. Kobe Williams forces the issue. Draws the foul and scores. No foul called. Back to a 5-point game. I am surprised they didn't call the charge based on the officials' track record tonight. Zolecki trying to hang with Geyser. Geyser now over to Porter. Porter holds back over to Geyser. We're inside 4 minutes to play. Hess, ball fake. Tries to get around him. And it's going to be a travel on Hess. Versailles gets the basketball back, 69-65. And California continues to pressure, 3:51. Here come the Tigers, no problem beating the press this time. Espinosa back over. Kobe Williams gets the lane, the pass from Zolecki, and it's a three-point game, 3:30 left in the game. Guys are over to Porter. Porter cuts across, what a pass to Hellering. What a job breaking down the defense, and it's back to a 5-point game. Here comes Espinosa. Ball's on the deck. Espinosa back to Zolecki. Gets fortunate. That one's swatted. Here comes Ash and the Pintos looking to go the other way. Forces it up off the glass and scores in California. Back up by 7. That was deflected. Versailles maintains possession in California. A little 4-0 run. They're back up by 7. 3 minutes, 1 second left in the fourth quarter. California. They've got 10 team fouls, so Versailles in the double bonus the rest of the way. Lazy passing. Zolecki fortunate. Williams now. Espinosa. Back to Williams. Into the lane. He scores it. Back to a 5-point game. And here comes Porter. And Porter will score. Back over to Espinosa. And he will get fouled. That's pretty obvious. Hess with his 4th, or do they get Hellering? They get Hess, so that's his 4th. And so Williams will go to the line to shoot a couple. Of course, Versailles in the double bonus the rest of the way. 2:28 left in the ball game. And Williams unable to hit that one. Short on the second as well, and that is very Kobe Williams-esque. Leaves both of them on the table. Versailles still trails by 7. Geyser possesses top of the key, and they're going to be able to try to burn some clock as Ash now. Very good ball handler. He showed what he can do. Scoring, he's got 23. Just 1 point behind the team in game high. That one's stolen by Espinosa. He's up. He will score. Versailles needed that, 75-70. Ash now holds, and California calls a timeout with 1:53 left. We'll take a commercial break. It's live high school basketball only on LakeTV. Chances are Restaurant and Lounge in Laurie is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Laurie, come find out what makes us so special, and
if you're here once,
Chances are you'll be back. And welcome back, folks. It is stretch time here. Well, it is for me anyway. My view being obstructed by a water cooler, so I'm standing, but inside of 2 minutes to go here, 75-70 California first to burn timeout. They've got 2 left for Versailles. They have possession arrow, 3 timeouts left. Only 18 fouls, so still 1 foul to give for the 1-on-1 situation. 1:53 remaining. Hellering inbounding, looking for Porter. He's got him. Porter now very wisely goes to center. Ooh, Geyser, he wanted to pull the trigger, but wisely decides not to. The risk far outweighs the reward in that situation. Here's Ash, back over to Porter. He has Geyser. Geyser now inside. Over to Hellering. Hellering up and in. It's a 7-point game with 1:26. Ash knocks it away. And with 1:23, 7-point ball game. Versailles now. Morrison and Randall and Zolecki check in. Shea Leach. Jacoby Borkert will get a rest. Inside to Morrison. Back over to Espinosa now. And the Tigers, they need points in the worst way. Kobe Williams inside. He'll score it off the glass. 5-point game. Versailles will want a turnover. Here comes Isaac Ash. Here's Ash now. Inside. It's going to be on the floor. Kobe Williams on the floor. So an opportunity here for Tristan Hess to pad the lead. It's a 5-point game. We've got a minute left to play, and Tristan has an opportunity here from the free throw line. It's the front end of a 1-and-1, so very, very important. And it's good. Tristan Hess, as cool as the other side of the pebble, young man has ice running through his veins. Hits the front end, and he'll get a second. Reward you get for hitting the front end of a 1-and-1, and Hess on his second attempt. Yes, sir, it's a 7-point game. 79-72. Kobe Williams now in the backcourt. Over to Morrison. Morrison now dribbles over to Zolecki. Back to Morrison. Very fortunate Versailles didn't turn it over. Inside, Espinosa gets called. He'll go to the free throw line. 45 seconds left. It's a 7-point ball game in California. Gonna have an opportunity to hit some free throws and walk out of Versailles, Missouri. Potentially 2-0 in the Tri-County Conference. They're behind Blair Oaks and, of course, Southern Boone County in the Tri-County Conference standing. Versailles currently sitting at 6th place, right below Eldon, but a win tonight catapulted them into the 4th spot, and then they would have had an opportunity down the stretch. They've got Warrensburg, St. Paul Lutheran, Hallsville, Boonville, and Eldon prior to the district tournament starting the week of February 19th through the 23rd. But right now, down 7 with under a minute to go. Shea Leach can't hit the front end, and Versailles leaving too many points on the table from the charity stripe, whereas California, they've converted on their opportunities from the line. Leach, the second one, no good. Tristan Hess with the rebound. He's got Geyser, 40 seconds left. 7-point game. Dribble stop the key. And the foul is called. Shea Leach called for the foul. It's gonna be 2 free throws here for Jordan Geyser. Can't say enough about the senior guard. Standing 6 foot tall, comes in tonight, 24 points, a team high, and he adds to that. Kobe Williams, a big time. Second half thus far, he has 29 points for the game. Hits them both. He's got 26. Williams now. Zolecki for 3, in and out. Morrison up, no good. Zolecki once again, he'll score in a timeout for Versailles, so 81-74. We're gonna stay right here with you. Again, tonight's game presented on LakeTV by Burger Smokehouse in California, Missouri, Ozark Barge and Dock, and Ayrton Geniton Racing from Gravois Mills, Missouri. Small town name, big time brand, Ozark Barge and Dock, the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks for 31 years and counting. Also brought to you by Ameren, Missouri. Chances are Veracruz, Pamela Johnson, H&R Block in Versailles. Give Pam Johnson a call at H&R Block here in Versailles, whether it's personal, whether it's commercial, whatever your tax needs may be, Pamela A. Johnson H&R Block in Versailles is for you. Lakefront Living Realty Missouri, Annie Falstich, Como Connect, Ozark Barge and Dock once again, of course, and Minor Mike's and Buster's Garage. So a little eye of the Tiger as we're inside 20 seconds remaining here. Versailles down 7 in California now. Geyser has it. No problem beating the press. Morrison now. And has to foul 11.1. And ladies and gentlemen, the California Pintos in control for the majority of tonight's ball game. Withstand a second half storm for the Versailles Tigers, answering with their own storm. They're going to improve to 9-6 on the season. 2-0 in the Tri-County Conference. And after a couple tough losses to Warrensburg and a tough loss to Fulton, big answer against Osage earlier this week, and now coming into Versailles, looking to knock off the Tigers for the second time this season. Geyser now 27 points. I can't tell you if that's a career or season high, but I can tell you Jordan Geyser played out of his mind tonight. And as a matter of fact, this California Pinto team under the direction of Ron LaBelle came to play. Final 10 seconds, William forces it down, off the glass, scores it. Still a 7-point game. And that is your final. The California Pintos 83, the Versailles Tigers 76. And it was a back and forth game, both teams. A lot of energy. I will say the officiating a little questionable on both sides. It did not favor either side tonight. Both teams saw bad officiating all night, but California, they converted on free throws, took advantage of turnovers, and were in the right place at the right time and fought just a little harder for a couple of loose balls. They prevail. Your final, once again, California 85, Versailles 79. We'll be back on Lake TV to wrap up tonight's game after this.
Want a dock that will withstand the wakes from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 30 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 30 years.
Welcome back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. And now, basketball.
It looked like football times. It did.
Thanks, Coach Ron LaBelle here with the California Pintos. And, Coach, I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy all night long. Versailles had a couple of runs, but you guys answered right back and withstood the storm.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, like I said, we knew it was going to be a crazy game. We got them early in the year. They played a lot of the same style we did. I knew they'd be ready for us tonight. I knew a nice crowd to play in front of. So it was fun. And it was a very back-and-forth basketball game. Awful proud of my crew. You know, we've came a long ways. You know, last year we would have maybe kind of panicked and start throwing the ball away. And, boy, they stayed calm for the most part through all tonight. I think they maybe had one or two maybe panic moments there, but for the most part, they stuck with what we were trying to get accomplished. And like I said, that was a fun basketball game. If you like high school basketball, that was a good game to watch.
Coach, I got to tell you, there's a lot of opportunity. I know you can't say too much. There's a lot of opportunity for your kids to maybe lose their cool or step outside of their comfort zone with some of the things taking place out of their control. Really impressed with the way your kids kept their composure, and even when things didn't seem to be going their way, they took the high road, and it proved to be the difference maker.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm awfully proud of them. Last year we might have started crying about a call that might have missed, or shot we might have missed, or pass we might have missed. But for the most part, for 32 minutes tonight, I thought my guys stayed really composed, battled all the way through it, battled through some of the maybe calls we didn't get. I mean, we got a lot of calls to our favor too. So like I said, it was a fun game. I'm proud of my guys. I thought they did keep their composure all the way through. And like I said, Versailles made about 3 strong runs at us right there at half. They came in, I think, scored the first 8 or so points, and again in the middle of the third quarter, and then one more in the fourth. And all 3 times I thought we kept their composure and fought through it. So it's a fun game. Like I said, it's good high school basketball. So,
Coach, tell me about a couple players. Always guys are in a big game. We know about him. Know about Luke. Ash. We know about your kids. But how about these Porter kids? Tell me about these kids. I had the opportunity to watch your guys. I was impressed with those little guys.
Not an awful proud. I think we have a great 8-man rotation. We kind of switch it every now and then. Just if we're going big one night, we got some big guys and step in there. And if we go little some nights, obviously Versailles is more of a little team, so our guards got the little more playing time tonight. But yeah, the 2 Porters are very scrappy. I mean, they bring a lot of energy to us. Obviously Trey, I think, kind of took you out over here, and 10 minutes later he was taking somebody out down the other end. So they just play hard. I think all 8 of our guys play awfully hard, and we don't shoot it the greatest, and we don't have some of the skills, but they play awfully hard and do some nice things to win us some basketball games. So,
Coach, I know you're excited to get home, celebrate tonight's win, but you got to start looking ahead because you guys get right back. You guys got a tough schedule down the stretch before you get back into conference play. Now 9-6. Talk about the rest of the way.
We do. We go to Richland. Don't know a whole bunch about Richland. They're in the Frisco League. The Frisco League's awful tough from top to bottom. We travel to Richland on Tuesday, which like I said, anytime you travel to somebody's gym, just like tonight, you better be ready to suit it up and play a good basketball game. And we will be. We're playing pretty well right now. So we'll go over there and we'll be excited to play Richland, and we turn around and play a good Hallsville team for homecoming next Friday. So our game tomorrow, we were supposed to play at Father Tolton tomorrow, but it's already been canceled from, I guess, some bad weather maybe coming in later tonight. The team we were playing had to travel 4 hours. So we got canceled tomorrow. But next week our schedule is tough. And like I said, we're going to enjoy this one a little bit and get ready for Richland on Monday. So,
well, Coach, I'll tell you what, probably a little less stressful on my end than it is for you, but where would you rather be than Tri-County Conference basketball every night of the week?
Oh, I know. I mean, I like it. It's a tough conference. I mean, you got Blair Oak, Southern Boone, Hallsville, Versailles. I mean, on and on and on. Our schedule's really tough. Like I said, we got to be ready to play every night. And for the most part, we've been in every game this year. A couple of us got away from us late because we're down and whatever, and we're going to scramble around. We're not just going to give in a game, so we're going to scramble around and try to cause turnovers and stuff. But like I said, we're playing for some nice basketball. I think the 4 out of 6 losses we have are against state-ranked teams. 1 4A, 3 3As, and a 2 I think mixed in there. But so like I said, our schedule's awfully tough. We got a good basketball team, and we're going to grind it out every night and try to be close to the end, try to win the game.
Coach, I appreciate your time.
Yep, I appreciate you guys.
Good luck the rest of the way. We're going to get you again on February 8th when the Mustangs from Eldon come in to California. So I'll look forward to getting to see your kids again and hopefully getting to talk to you after our W.
All right, thanks. Good. Sounds good. Thanks.
California head coach Ron LaBelle. We're right back on Lake TV after this.
Lake of the Ozarks is not only beautiful, but it's the #1 recreational lake in the country. Did you know that the Lake of the Ozarks has a local TV station dedicated to the lake and nothing but the lake? LakeTV is dedicated to showcasing and promoting the Lake of the Ozarks lifestyle, events, businesses, attractions, and incredible people across the entire Midwest. Turn on LakeTV and watch the shootout and lake race live, along with local event documentaries such as Aquapalooza, boat shows, and other local content and event features. LakeTV is also home to live high school football every Friday during football season and features the lake's only local TV newscast. If it's happening at the Lake of the Ozarks, chances are you can catch it on Lake TV. Find us on Charter Channel 197, Como Connect Channel 90, on our Roku channel, or streaming 24/7 at mylaketv.com. Check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. It's time to experience the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks like never before, only on Lake TV.
All right, getting ready to be joined now by Versailles head coach Jason Allison. Going to bring him on. Coach, thanks for joining us. Brother, I know that these are a lot more enjoyable after a W, but I'll tell you what, your kids sure fought tonight.
Well, and that's the main thing with what we're trying to teach these guys is when adversity hits, you got to fight through it and do what you can to make the best out of a bad situation. And we had some guys in some foul trouble tonight and didn't have the rotations quite like what we like to have them, but the kids come off the bench, fought hard, did a good job, did what we asked of them, and we almost got it.
I'll tell you what, it seemed like early, I know had a huge year. Wyatt Espinal's been amazing. Just couldn't really get him in rhythm. Didn't really find his sweet spot tonight. And then when he got his 4th foul, I feel like that was a lot of the difference maker tonight.
Absolutely. You know, when the whistles blow a lot, it's hard to get into any kind of rhythm, and they were blowing tonight. Neither team could get in any kind of rhythm offensively. They happened to find a couple open shots and knock them down, and we didn't knock ours down. So
felt like, though, after getting down the way you guys did in the first half, you came out of that second half just storming. You guys came out on an 8-0 run, but then California answered with a 9-0 run. And I know basketball is a game of runs, but that was really back and forth right there.
Both teams got a lot of competitors on there, and that's when you see those runs, when those guys want to start competing a little bit. And you know, the Ash boy and the Hess boy, they're not going to let their team lose, just like my guys aren't going to let us lose. And that's when it's kind of fun to watch. Just sit back and watch the guys go back and forth. But you know, I really felt like we were in a good spot there early in the third quarter, and then we got a couple fouls there, and had to get back into our bench and made it a little tougher for us.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Coach, I know you guys are 0-3 in the Tri-County Conference, is 7-9, but this does not really have the feel of a team that's 0-3 in the conference. You guys still got a lot of basketball and a lot to accomplish, hopefully in the districts.
Oh yeah. We're not going to get our heads down. We're not going to worry about what's in the past. We're just going to learn from it, move on. You know, one of the best small school conferences in the state, and
for sure.
You know, we've played 3 of the better teams that we have in our conference. So we're going to get rolling right, and you know, we don't play this thing for conference championships. We don't play this thing for regular season stuff. It's developing young men, and then it's winning district championships, and that's where our main goal is at.
Awesome. That's Versailles head coach Jason Allison. Coach, look forward to seeing you again in a couple Fridays. We'll be right back here with you again on the 1st of February.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
We're going to stay right here with you. So as you heard from Coach Allison, I wasn't going to let him talk about it because both coaches knew the officiating was rough tonight, and foul trouble definitely played the difference in the game, but I'll tell you, where the players did have control was from the free throw line. California more effective from the free throw line and hit some more clutch shots, where Versailles just was unable to overcome that hump. So after tonight, California improved to 9-6 overall, 2-0 in the Tri-County Conference. Versailles, they fall to 7-9. They're 0-3 in the Tri-County Conference. Losers of 3 in a row. They get right back at it next Tuesday against a tough Warrensburg team for California. Winners of 3 in a row, and they have a very, very tough Scott City team, our Richland team next Tuesday. So a lot to still be determined, but tonight belongs to California Pintos. They win by a final of 83-76. This has been Lake Area Basketball Live on LakeTV. Thanks for tuning in. For my entire crew, of course, Braden Moncrief on top, camera angle, Andrew Evans, our director of photography switching from the booth, our chief engineer running field camera, Ricky Smith, and of course, I do play-by-play, and can't forget our big dog, Bill Kotzen, production assistant in the truck. On behalf of my entire crew, thanks to the District of Versailles, the District of California. Until next time, February, which is our February 1st on a Friday. We'll be right back here in Versailles. Until then, good night and God bless.